it's so important to continue evolving and be able to like take barbering classes, take cutting classes, take color classes, blowout class, whatever. Just so I never have to say no.
Yeah.
You're always gonna stay relevant, you're always gonna stay current.
Where was kind of the first job and what kind of got you into, I would say like your color is definitely way more of a passion than cutting. Was that something that was opposite?
No, here's the thing.
No.
My hair cutting gets lost because people see these colors, right?
Sure.
But I always challenge people, I'm like, look at my work with new eyes. Look at my work and imagine that on a different haircut.
Totally.
The worlds have to be combined.
Sure.
Like to me, like I am a strong cutter and it is like I am determined to start sharing hair cutting videos of people just so that they can see like perspective of like what I actually do like behind the chair. I know that people know that I'm a good cutter, but that's what I really love about working with Hanzo is that I get to travel the nation and I get to work in these intimate groups of people and connecting very intimately, showcasing them like hair cutting and watching their just like little light bulbs go off all day. And color is very visually stimulating when you look at it on a page.
Sure.
But it's different when you teach it in a class, but people understand hair cutting. So to me, I'm just as strong in hair cutting, emotionally attached to as I am with hair.
Yeah, I feel like you get a lot more of those kind of like aha moments when you pull people in when you're teaching a cutting technique versus like a formulation or things like that.
And so like you're teaching formula and you can just like see like the mods like
they're like, oh, show me the end result, please.
Yeah, there's like, cool, good story, it's pink, you know. But so something that I've started doing because of Hanzo is marrying the two worlds of I will showcase what a haircut looks like using hair color on a zero elevation haircut. So I'll take someone who has one length hair and I will color it in a format that utilizes the fundamentals of hair cutting. So I can show someone, and I call it color-coded cutting, what it looks like to do a shag.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
The 3 C's. Presley Poe.
Yeah.
Coming 2019.
PP.CCC. Okay. But yeah, so I show someone like what it looks like to do a shag with like color coding of like where the yellow is where you would cut, or where the pink is where you would cut. And then on the opposite side, I'll have the actual haircut. So if someone is color minded and they come to my class, it will make sense cutting. And if they're cutting minded, then I can open their eyes to color and it'll make sense for both parties visually.
Totally. I love that, like that message in that kind of way, because, you know, I've traveled a lot with Hanzo too, and we're always teaching these classes. And I think that's like the best thing, especially for people just starting out, is to not necessarily pick a side, like be open to it all. And everybody wants, you know, especially you being an educator, they want knowledge on everything, not just one thing, because that's kind of the path nowadays. You look at like crossover artists, you know, like a lot of people that are hairstylists and barbers, you know, a lot of people that are adapting to color that just wanted to be a cutter, because I think the clientele is kind of screaming that, right? Would you agree with
the clientele? Yeah, but it's like, it's more like, you can pinpoint yourself in a salon environment. If you are only passionate about one thing, then do that one thing. I'm not saying that you need to. But at the end of the day, for me, it was very important to be a well-rounded artist so that I never have to say no. Like, people don't understand that my scope, because I only post like 1% of what I do. Like, if you want to come into me and get like some wings, I got you, boo-boo. Like, I love like my old lady clients. I will give you like the blowout of your life, like a roller set. I do perms. Like, I do literally everything. And it's so important to continue evolving and be able to like take barbering classes, take cutting classes, take color classes, blowout class, whatever. Just so I never have to say no.
Yeah.
You're always going to stay relevant. You're always going to stay current.
I agree. I think that's really powerful, like to stay relevant, not only maybe, you know, not to talk about like the perception of the public, but to your clientele. Like to kind of always be doing that.
Those are the people that really matter.
Exactly.
Right?
100%, right?
Everyone matters because of our footprint, our imprint, by being ourselves on someone else's life.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your pocket, your money, like your like social imprint, like those are the people that are going to
Absolutely. Those are the people that are with you no matter what. Like when you're home, away, you know, they know more about you and the personal life and kind of all of that stuff.
Than your Instagram followers.
Right.
They might see you on your worst day.
Totally. Yeah. I know we've talked, you know, a lot about colors, you know, and you said, hey, like I love the hair cutting just as much.
Just as
But,
much.
you know, I mean, color is one of those things, catches a lot of eyes and, you know,
For sure.
takes great pictures. Do you have a favorite hair color to do, and why would that be?
Okay, so yellow is my favorite color of all time.
Yes.
I love yellow hair like so much, but I think that behind the chair, I really love doing pink.
Yeah.
Any variations of pinks, because it's approachable, it's a soft color, there's so many variations of it, and it's so applicable to so many people in our chair.
Sure.
And I think that pink is the new blonde right now, so I'm just gonna
Ooh.
like continue going with it. I called that, by the way, like 2 years ago in a Modern Salon interview, and they were like, what do you see the next color being? And everyone was doing green, and I was like, it's pink. It's pink. And then it was like, bam! Not to say that I like started it, but I called it. Okay?
We'll give you a little bit of credit
It's
for
true.
sure. So
Pink is definitely the new blonde, because it's just, I mean, who can get offended by pink?
right? I mean, and she's a rock star. I mean, like everything, got a lot of things going for the color pink. So
It's true.